Don't know exactly what happened there. I think I hit a button, but I saved, so should pick up right where we left off. Yep, she pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows with black paper and use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Wow. You know what? That would actually be really, really atmospheric. Although, I think reading from candlelight can actually hurt your eyes pretty bad. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through our body. Or through your body. Yes. Permeate my body, Yuri. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinders and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be the perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion on anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper like I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? For some reason I misread that as wonderful. I don't know how. But anyway. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you were so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed than when it's just the two of us? No, I'm pretty sure she's pretty relaxed right now. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Maybe a little bit of both? Here's a marker, Dawn. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once you finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Why is she using a pocket knife to cut some ribbon? Wouldn't scissors be more practical? This silver handle is an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Each their own, you know? If you promise, you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of the craftsmanship, the feeling of danger, maybe? Oh, Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. What? Suits me? Yeah, I'm kind of with Yuri on this one. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Don! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely even touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. That knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives my wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger into her mouth and licks the wound. Oh! This scene just turned real quick. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yeah, I think mine is too. Oh my god. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I have done something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right? Yes. She's part vampire. That's what it is. And she's getting a little taste. While also, perhaps that she's got a little bit more on her mind than just craftsmanship? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. What are you doing? What are you doing, Dawn? What are you doing? I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Wow! I don't even know how to respond to that. Dawn! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Oh. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would have been a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Oh my god. Wow. Just wow. You're so weird, Dawn. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri's calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Ah. I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities, knowing full well that we have just sexually harassed each other. I watch as Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I'll continue making progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something that I saw online, really. Ah, so she's a fan of Pinterest. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yes, let's do that. What did you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy all the painting tables, or tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching one of those? Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use a small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring them back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. I've been suspicious about Yuri for a little bit, based on her love for knives now that we know, and some of the poems and the book that she's reading. Like, I've been concerned about her too, and now I'm starting to think that maybe she cuts herself. I mean, that knife was awfully sharp, and I don't know. I have no proof. Just this is just what the evidence is telling me. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, we'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it out on the wall behind the podium in front of us in the classroom. Oh, we can hang it out on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it would be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses the brush. It adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad that you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry! Yuri wheels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked if you were going to get it. I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There's a droplet of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it in hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Whoa! We're getting all, like, familiar again. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, send tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Ah, you missed your chance, buddy. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the result. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it should be best to leave it here, and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping that she would have extra time after finishing work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. I'm sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean it has to be the last time it can happen. Never has to be the last time with Yuri. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I was glad to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Don. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Whoa! He definitely took a step closer to me. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even have a chance, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Don. Sayori, just now, we weren't... It's okay, Dawn. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so... I am getting that disturbing feeling again. I am putting that save right there. So, that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Oh, Sayori. Monika's right, she does like me, and I am literally destroying her heart by this. Oh. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Dawn? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much easier if I could just disappear. No, Sayori, stop. That is not correct. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Dawn. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just... Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I want, and I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Dawn. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Dawn, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand with my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh no! This blasted game! So, my options are sabotage everything that I've been building up to with Yuri, and say I love you to Sayori, when clearly my character does have feelings for her, but doesn't really know how to express them, and has been going after another girl this entire time. Or tell her that she'll always be my dearest friend, let her know that I'm basically friend-zoning her when she's having depression, so that way I can continue my selfish pursuit of Yuri. Well, this is a game that can have multiple playthroughs. I've already determined that I'm going after Sayori next. So I want to see this route through with Yuri. So I guess I'm going to go with "You will always be my dearest friend," and in the next playthrough, obviously since I'm going with Yuri, I will tell her I love her. I am just going to go right there. Ugh, this hurts. This actually hurts. Alright. You will always be my dearest friend. Sayori, you will always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I will help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through incredibly pained expression. Is that what it feels like? To get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? Oh! Why? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there was no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so that way I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Dawn. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. What? Ah! Clutching her head with both of her hands, she screams out as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. What just happened? Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her down the right path. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to have to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile back on her face every day. I am going to save right here. I feel like I'm going to save there. That is a good stopping point, because the next point's the festival, and it's probably going to be a really long one, so why don't we just, why don't we call it good there? You know, we've continued down the Yuri path. My heart is, like, destroyed right now, because that choice with Sayori was devastating, and I really, I don't know if I made the right choice. I have no idea what's going to happen in the end. I really hope that, I can continue to be Sayori's closest friend without screwing up things with Yuri. Because I get the feeling that, Sayori might just distance herself from me now. Despite the fact that she's like, yeah, I know I know that you know me better than anyone, but now she's not, I don't know what I'm saying. She's not, seeing me as a potential love interest anymore. She sees me as pain. And I don't know how I'm going to react to that in the game, or how I'll react to that when those choices come up again. So, but, like I said, the second playthrough I go through will be romancing Sayori, so we will hopefully change her mind about this. Maybe it'll be more positive. Yeah, anyway, in the meantime, thank you for joining me. This is Archive of 12, and next time we will get to the festival.